Just because you are waking up every morning, just because you are walking, just because you're talking, just because you're going to your job, just because you're functioning, just because you have a relationship, just because
Just
you
because
have
you
a
smile,
just because you're smiling, it does not mean that you
that you
are handling your stress well.
What is emotional mastery? Emotional mastery is a self-help process in which you become aware of your emotions. It's the ability to recognize, analyze, use, and control emotions in a constructive way to cope with stress and conquer obstacles. It's a technique for channeling your emotions in a beneficial and self-healing way. Hi, my name is Minaima, and welcome to the MPowerU podcast. For today's topic, we will tackle emotional mastery and the art of letting go. And for this, we have a special guest. My guest, Candi T uses her emotional mindscape method and hypnosis to help successful women in their 40s and 50s conquer their emotions and doubts. Her mission is simple. She wishes women of all races and ethnicities to achieve their personal and professional goals. According to Candi, there is no degree in the world that can help you prepare for this life. Divorce, financial and career shifts, and letting go were her greatest hurdles. When we face obstacles, we forget who we are and want things to stay the same, and we forget to relax and breathe, she says. In this episode, Candi will tackle 4 key points. What is emotional mastery? How do people get stuck? Why it's important to let go? And what are some steps when letting go?
please help me. Welcome to the stage, my guest, Candi T. Jeter. Candi, you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. How you
Great.
doing, beautiful?
I'm better now. I'm among one of the most positive, uh, cheerleading people I know. And that is what this journey is about. It's just about women helping women. We really, really thrive off of encouraging each other. And I want to thank you and the universe for bringing us together on our book writing journeys and our idea swapping and just assisting each other in elevating our lives to a whole nother level.
Thank you for those kind words. You know how I feel about you, girl.
Yes.
It is truly, truly the sentiments are the same. You are such an amazing, vibrant energy, and I can't wait to get into the juice of what's going on, the meat and potatoes of what you're doing these days. I've been
Yes.
seeing you all over Facebook. You're doing amazing things, and I just want to hear a little bit more about your journey. How did you get here?
I could share all of that, but I think that's for another stage because it's not anything that most women haven't gone through, nothing major, special about our story, about my story that's that different. But what is different is that I did take the leap of faith. I decided to go to school, and it was determined that I would be a great professor by one of my professors. So I just kept going and going and going, and I ended up with the Ed.S, the letters behind my name, which I had gotten a doctorate level degree. I had gotten accepted to Cleveland State University. I packed my kids on my back, and we drove to Cleveland, and I was there, but the weight of having to do a teaching assistant during the day and doctoral classes at night began to weigh heavy on me. So I said, you know what? I'm not trying to kill myself to let people know that I can become a doctor, right? I was like, I had suffered several asthma attacks and had started having just lots of respiratory difficulty. So down through those years of doing that, I had double pneumonia. I was in the hospital, and I remember getting my master's degree and in the bed typing my thesis and all that kind of stuff, and still in the hospital and never sleeping, and like still got So did my research and realized that, my sympathetic nervous system was definitely attached to my emotions. And that every time I got, really excited or stressed or whatever, they would just contract, and then it would bring on an asthma attack. So I knew I had to bring my life down, and I tried to figure out ways to do it. And I tried everything. And the only thing that worked was breathing and self-hypnosis. Well, meditation, it started out. And then I came upon self-hypnosis, and I said, if I can control my breath, and if I can control my mind, I can do anything.
Anything. That's right.
And so that was when I brought those things together. The breathing is everything. My last asthma attack that I had was when I was introduced to Xanax. And that was about 7 years ago. And, I used to always say, I've never had a panic attack. I sleep well, and out of everything that I've been through, I would always just kind of brag about the fact that I handle my stress, right? Yes. I wasn't handling my stress.
No.
Internalizing my stress, which is why I kept having asthma attacks, right? I talk about that a lot. Just because you are waking up every morning, just because you are walking, just because you're talking, just because you're going to your job, just because you're functioning, just because you have a relationship, just because you
smile,
just because you smile, it does not mean that you are handling your stress well, because inside there are hormonal changes, there are alchemy imbalances that are going on that are making us sick. And we accept those illnesses as just a part of life, not even realizing it's because we have separated from ourselves.
Yes. I had a relative say to me one time, you don't handle stress well. Yeah. Because I choose to cry and feel what I'm feeling. The interesting thing is the things that I was doing were the healthy things to be doing.
Oh. Yeah, you're so right.
Feeling what I was feeling and being very transparent about what I was feeling, because it was uncommon to hear people. It was uncommon for people to you hear people say it now. If somebody starts crying in front of you, they'll tell you, first thing they say is, I'm sorry.
Don't cry.
Why? Well, but if a person starts to cry, immediately I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they apologize for it.
What you sorry for crying for? You're feeling something.
Yeah.
And like you said, the first thing they'll say is, oh, don't cry. No, you're feeling something. What are you feeling? Yeah. And so often people don't even know what they're feeling. They've suppressed those reactions so far down that it comes out in sarcasm, in pettiness, in attitude, jealousy, attitude, anger, asthma attacks, backaches, migraines, all of these things that people think are quote unquote normal. They're common, but those are not normal. High blood pressure, all of these things. That's not normal. That means you have neglected a part of you that needs your attention.
You're out of balance.
Completely out of balance.
I had to come to terms with the fact that I was not ready. I was in the habit of being in relationship, and I was mimicking being in a relationship.
Talk about it.
When it came time for me to be in a marriage, I was like, I want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to be married. I didn't want to be married. Yes. Like my grandmother told me when I wanted to tell her this story of how all this stuff was happening and this was unraveling in my life. And she let me go on and on and on until I ran out of breath. And then I said, so what do you have to say? And she said, broaden your shoulders. That was it. And I thought that was like the worst advice ever.
I know.
I was like, you're asking.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, you're asking me to take on more?
I know. What does that mean? And then it's
my shoulders are broadened, and I get it. I can carry things now. Yes. And I'm stronger, and I'm not afraid of being hurt. For the first time, I'm not afraid of being hurt. I do not want to waste my time, but I'm not afraid of being hurt.
But see, and that's the beautiful thing, like you said, about women of a certain age. It's at a place where it's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's just so apparent. It's just so
Yeah.
clear. Like, that's okay. Well, let me get this straight. This is what you want. You want this and you want that. And this was, no, baby, I'm not doing it.
I'm all right. I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. But no, I'm okay.
Night night.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is quite exciting when you get to the place where you have grown such a healthy love for yourself, because I think we always love ourselves. But when you learn to have a healthy, genuine, authentic love for yourself, where it's like, yeah, there's nothing more important than that.
Yeah. When you value yourself, you're like, I'm valuable. I already know my worth. Like you know your worth. I think you think, okay, this is normal. You know, when you're who you are, you think it's normal. And so you don't really value it because you think giving is normal. You think loving is normal. You think helping is normal. You think all those things are normal. And then once you get older, you're like, this is not as normal as I thought. And
because
then
it's not balanced.
Goes up and you look at the things that you are able to do off of nothing. You are an endless way. It just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. You're like, where is it coming from? And when you realize how infinite you are, you're like, I'm valuable. I'm valuable.
Listen, okay. It's so real.
Thank you. Thank you for this platform, and thank you for enriching my life with the things that you have said in conjunction with this conversation, because that part that you said that I'm going to go back and listen to, I can't remember it now, that hit me. I am not what I am asking him to be.
You know, when we really
come on, but Mama, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that, because that is everything.
Until you are in a good relationship with yourself, you're going to continue to attract the same level of relationship with somebody else.
That's it.
Yes. So
I mean, I'm laid back over here because I like to be ministered to, and you doing
it is it's so real. And I am so thankful to have made your acquaintance. I'm looking forward. We're gonna have to do this book review on letting go. So you guys stay tuned, because we will absolutely be scheduling that going forward. And FYI, Miss Candi is also doing a talk. If I'm not mistaken, that we're gonna have that information down for you guys in the chat. And Candi, it's been so awesome. Thank you. I applaud you in all of your success and all of your clarity. And as I call us those who are charged with being a light in the darkness, I want to let you know that all that you do is truly, truly needed. And I appreciate you for answering your call, because that's another thing that I want everybody that's hearing this to know that you have something to share and that we need to hear it. So reach out. And is there any other way that they should contact you on social media? What's your Facebook, Instagram, everything?
Once you go to that site, you sign up for my email list. Once you sign up for my email list, then you'll have full access. I'll send you all of the links and worksheets and everything that goes to the book. Because one thing, once you can either sign up to the website and get the book and join my email list, or you can just join the email list. You don't have to get the book. But if you get the book, it's another link in the book that unlocks worksheets and things that go with the book. So
Excellent.
that's
Excellent.
something that you need, that everybody needs to know as well.
Excellent. Beautiful. Awesome. 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 I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Candi. I appreciate you. I love you. And I thank you for sharing this moment with Manaima and everybody out there in the audience. Don't forget, please go to her website. And also, we'll also be posting your information on the Mind in Your Business Facebook page. So if for any reason that you forget her website address, you'll find it on our Facebook page, and in the MPowerU, on the MPowerU podcast. So thank you again, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Bye.